You're watching STV, select for fun.
A very good evening and thank you so much for joining us for Select News tonight. My name is Kara Tumwene and first with the headlines. In our headlining stories tonight, Sheikh Muzaata breathes his last, a loss to the Muslim community. You have no power at all, President Museveni tells Bobi Wine. Also, Kyagulanyi hits back and says the old government has failed to deliver. He promises a new Uganda. Moving on, government vows to deal with illegal vanilla marketing according to the Ministry of Agriculture. And in sport, KCCA beat Bright Stars FC to kick off the 2020-2021 Uganda Premier League season. This and more coming up in Select News tonight. Well, we start on a very sad note tonight where Sheikh Muzaata Nuhu breathed his last today, the 4th of November 2020, at the IHK hospital here in Kampala. Now, Muzaata was a strong pillar in the Muslim community, philanthropist and marriage counsellor. Details of his burial will follow through shortly. Let's take a look at our story today.
Sheik Nuhumazata has on Friday evening, the 4th of November, breathed his last. Official sources have confirmed 2 weeks ago, Muzaata was rushed to the International Hospital in Kampala, IHK, following an attack. Supreme Mufti Sheikh Selemani Kasule Ndirangwa had on Thursday said Sheikh Muzaata was in stable condition. Ndirangwa also dismissed reports that the vocal cleric was poisoned. Ndirangwa revealed that Muzaata had tested negative for the COVID-19. Muzaata was the director of Dawa and spokesperson of the Chiburi Muslim faction. Sheik Nuhumazata Bahati was a Muslim Imam leader in Uganda, also head of Dawa in Uganda, a teacher of Arabic, Islamic philanthropist, marriage teacher and counselor. He was born in the 1950s to the late Adam Muzaata in Bwaise, Lufula zone. His father was Adam Muzaata, a sheikh as well as an Islamic religious leader.
His Eminence, Supreme Mufti wa Uganda, wali. Your Eminence, kiriza, sajja abakuru bano, uyimirireko mukama wange bakulabe.
All right, now moving over to the current campaign trails and starting with President Museveni, where the NRM flag bearer and current President Yoweri Museveni has said that NUP flag bearer Robert Kyagulanyi has no power and support among the masses and is just aiming at causing havoc. Now, Museveni made these remarks while campaigning in Jinja, where he met different party leaders and NRM leaders of this area. Let's take a look at the story.
Jinja town was recently declared a city, making it the only city in the Busoga sub-region. Jinja happens to be also the tourism hub of the region, with many endowments such as the source of the Nile and other attractions. In his bid to go and look for votes in the different sub-regions, NRM presidential candidate and flag bearer Yoweri Museveni today took to the newly created Jinja city to meet the leaders of NRM in Jinja, Mayuge and Luuka districts. While meeting the leaders of NRM, Museveni revealed that NUP party candidate has no support whatsoever and is only hell-bent on wreaking havoc and causing mayhem.
The other day, this Bobby Wine was trying to make drama to go to electoral commission. I don't know what. He went alone. Nobody could join him because they now know.
Ngenda kwibiri mwabona ono Bobi Wine yali aligeza kumaenda ja electoral commission ekitongole kyefe ekikule ebyokulonda yaja yenka nga buli muntu amulekulira ageza yamwegaita.
He was doing that hoping that he will get groups to follow him to.
According to the leaders of the NRM in Busoga, the region has done a tremendous job in bolstering development in the region, especially when it comes to infrastructural works.
Because Jinja is an industrial city for Busoga, spreading across the sub-region, is very important for our industries to have access to adequate and consistent raw material supplies. On this note, we want to thank Your Excellency for supporting the approval of a 5-year castle livestock project that aims at revolutionizing livestock farming in the Greater Busoga.
In her speech, the second Vice President of the NRM party and Speaker of Parliament Rebecca Kadaga called on to the President to fulfill his pledges that he had earlier made to the people of Busoga.
Your Excellency, twali ano mu 2015 genda gano twagera ku nsonga eyo twakoba nti baba tukoye enguudo dhaife okuba mu design twakyogerawo mpano myaka 6 tukali ku nsonga ndala baba tida kukyongeraku ensonga etuluma ino nga yenkomiza.
NRM party flag bearer and presidential candidate Yoweri Museveni has continued to canvass for votes here in the Busoga sub-region, with his latest meeting taking place in Jinja. The president has promised to fulfill all the pledges that he made for the people of Busoga. The president will tomorrow be in Kamuli district, where he will meet the Speaker of Parliament in her own constituency. For STV Select News, I'm Suhail Mugabe.
All right, that was it from the yellow camp. Moving on to the blue camp, where FDC's Patrick Bahati woke up to a police arrest while he was heading for presidential campaigns in Rubirizi. Now, the arrest is in connection to the circulating clip on social media where a boda cyclist carrying the president was seen knocking down the regional DPC. Shamira Nagawa was there and is here to report the story.
FDC presidential flag bearer Patrick Bahati was arrested by police today on his way to Rubirizi and Bushenyi at Chomuhanga.
Give us way, please.
Is he under arrest? You tell us.
You are under arrest.
Over what?
I'm talking. I am asking.
Is he under arrest?
You are under arrest.
Amuriat was arrested on charges of disobedience of lawful order. His arrest follows an incident where Amuriat is seen grabbing a boda as an alternate way to reach Mbarara City, where he was stopped by police from accessing. Despite his arrest, Amuriat pulled off with confidence to his supporters, assuring them that he would not allow police to intimidate him or his camp.
I'm a fighter. Immediately I get out of here, I will be on the campaign trail. I am not going to be intimidated by anybody for whatever reason. I am going to be on the campaign trail immediately after this. Even if they kept me here for 10 days, I would still come out and continue. And I encourage my colleagues who are in the struggle not to stop the struggle. They should continue with the struggle. I would be unhappy if anybody decided to suspend his campaign or her campaign.
The FDC party had this reaction to the arrest of Amuriat.
For us, today we are supposed to be in Rubirizi. When we reached there, as we are traveling, we found the barricades in the middle of the road, and they told us we were under arrest. We asked them why they did not tell us, and now we are in Balala. They have brought us back to Balala. Up to now, they have not told us why we are arrested. President, we too. Amuriati, wakuba nawe. Museveni karija tumara mkwate. Amuriati ayasindire nka Museveni. Twino bugabe nk'abanya Uganda. Twene kushaba karuru. Twene tukakora kitikira gwatukora. Mutugambire Amuriati yakora mshangoki.
Amuriat was later taken to court, where he was granted a non-cash bail of 2 million Ugandan shillings. It should be remembered that Robert Chagulanyi, the NUP party flag bearer, was also arrested on similar charges of contravening the COVID-19 measures that were put in place by the Ministry of Health. He was also released on a non-cash bail of 1 million Ugandan shillings. Latifa Hamid, Shamira Nagawa for Select News.
Now, the National Unity Platform Party President, Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, also known as Bobi Wine, today traversed the areas of Kwen and Kapchorwa, which is in the northeast of Uganda. We have the story and we will bring you details shortly after this break. Don't go away.
You're watching STV, select for fun.
Ng'ebbugumu mu byobufuzi lyeyongera buli lukya. Naawe Munnayuganda kikkakatako okumanya n'okugoberera ensonga nga bwe zitambula. Wano ku STV tugenda kuba nga tukuleetera abasunsuzi b'ensonga z'ebyobufuzi mu puroguramu yaffe Enganzi Zaabike. Buli lwa mukaaga ssaawa mukaaga ku 8 ez'emisana. Nange omuteesiteesi era omwanjuzi Nkata Tariq Aziz.
Business tuambe watuimida na kolwalera waneno ebusega.
Yogati ntunde nanansi byonna.
Business ya yogati ogigato tane muye nanansi bannange.
Babeera bagala okunywa amata banyumirwa okunywa ku yogati ne bakuuma omubiri ogwange.
Nga kuva ku makya maze kutunda emitwalo 6. Ziwura tudde.
Bannange ng'omusayi ng'okola nnyo nnyo.
Era kyevula bansanyuse.
MC Drago.
Byebyo kugambe zino komodo za wano tubeera gaze.
Nze musiraamu w'Ennyamegaba.
Musiraamu w'Ennyamegaba.
Yeah. Akabiina kazina kapapaala, kapapaala, akabiina ku kapapaala.
Hey guys, you're watching STV, select for fun.
You're still watching Select News with me, Karo Tumuine. Thank you so much for doing an amazing job. Now, moving on to the presidential candidate, Henry Tumukunde, who arrived in Lango region this morning to speak to his supporters, whom he promised a better Uganda once voted into power. Now, he promised his supporters that if they make him president, he will remember them and also change their lives. Our reporter was there. Let's get the details of this story.
Where are we going, Director?
Tumukunde, while on his campaign trail, told the people to be true to themselves and admit that they deserve better and that all the other people who are asking for votes have done nothing for them, so they shouldn't be trusted with a sixth tenure.
Because of you. And when I become a president because of you, I remember you, I'll make sure you feel different more than you feel today.
He promised to offer total support to the people of Lango once voted in power. Tumukunde also asked the people to pay his debt of being there for them in the past by voting for him.
You deserved better. These people who are asking you for votes, what have they done for you? So, I have come to ask you to vote correctly, and you are sure we shall come and give you support. Finally, I want you to pay me my debt.
However, the people of Lango asked presidential candidate Tumukunde to consider creating and giving Ugandan jobs, then granting them to foreigners.
People from outside. Why is it that when they are awarding contracts, they give to other people, when there are people also here who can do something within the area? Yes. We don't want that. Let it not happen like that. That is not how the government is supposed to function. Let us do something right.
Locals also asked him to help them keep their land and protect them from land grabbers.
You have seen even the road. The road is not proper. We don't have anywhere to sell our goods, our product. Which we have got from the government.
Tumukunde will continue traversing the areas of northern Uganda in search for votes as the next president.
Now, as Uganda joins the rest of the world to commemorate the World Soils Day, tomorrow on the 5th of December, the government has urged the general public against degrading the soil, that this has greatly affected the crop production in the country. We have the details of this report.
According to the Minister of Agriculture, Honorable Vincent Bamulanga Chisempija has disclosed that this year's commemoration day will run under the theme, Keep Soil Alive.
The 5th of December 2020, Uganda will join the rest of the world to commemorate the World Soil Day. Keep soil alive, protect soil biodiversity. So it aims at raising awareness of the importance of maintaining health ecosystems and human well-being by addressing the growing challenges in soil management. So this theme comes at a time when soil pollution in Uganda is getting severe in many parts of the country.
He explained the reason why this day is celebrated by United Nations.
The Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations supported the formal establishment of World Soil Day primarily as a global awareness-raising platform. So in June 2013, FAO conference unanimously endorsed the World Soil Day and advocated for its official adoption by the United Nations and in December 2013.
Meanwhile, the country representative of Food and Agriculture, Antonio Querido, has called upon people globally to ensure that they conserve the soil, saying the world is likely to face a challenge of food shortage if that is not done.
We would like to encourage people around the world to assess and to see the information that we have and the initiatives and the materials that we are providing to ensure that we increase this awareness of protecting the soil resources. As you know, plants nurture the whole world of creatures in the soil, which in turn, these organisms, they keep and protect the plants.
On the same note, Busitema University has pledged to become the center of excellence in land degradation and this campaign awareness. Maria Dana Namido, STV Select News.
All right, thank you so much for that report. Now moving on, the death of Muslim cleric Nuhumazata has shocked the Muslim community and fraternity at large, with the country at large, and including one of his great friends and CEO of STV Hajj Sulaiman Kabanga Lambuga, who had this to say.
While speaking to STV, Haji Sulaiman Kabanga Lambuga said he got to know Muzaata while he was lad in 1995 at the age of 12 years in his primary school at Bilal.
Mutwalanga mukadde wange kubanga namanya Sheikh Muzaata ndoza nali nina emyaka 12 na twamanya namanya Sheikh Muzaata mwaka gwali gwa 1995 era nga yali ticha wange yansomesanga ku Bilal Islamic bwayise era nga agezaako okunkuma kumukumbulirira.
Haji Eskembuga describes Muzaata as a father, a friend, and a transparent man who boldly speaks out his mind.
Sheikh Muzaata mwabasinga mbadde mulaba mulabi nti oba mukwano gwa mbuga, naye Sheikh Muzaata abadde mukadde wange kubanga Sheikh Muzaata yankwatako nali nina emyaka nga 12.
In a broken voice, he said it was just a week since he had talked to the late while he headed to IHK hospital where he met his death.
Bamutwala mu ddwaliro ekiro basooka mutwala Kibuli naye nga balaba nga tewali facilities obanga nga enkola si ne baba advising nga bamutwala kwa IHK. Then okuva kwa IHK tubale twogera era yayogeranga nange nga ngamba mutabani sewulira bulungi mutabani mpulira amaanyi siwali mpulira sissa.
As the Muslim fraternity, Mbuga says they've lost a pillar.
Dene nnyo kubanga abantu nga Sheikh Muzaata tebadizikawo. Ne tusaba Allah atugumye, atusaasire, ate naye amusaasire mukadde waffe. Amusonyiwe ebyamusobako naye nga ddibu lya maanyi nnyo.
He however urged people to follow the COVID-19 standard procedures.
Manyino kugenda kuba nayogera ne brother yali mulwadde wa corona nangamba nti osobola okugenda mu ddwaliro ne bakebera emirundi n'emirundi nga bagamba toyina covid naye nga gwe kennyini abawulina gwoba omanyi kubanga symptoms kosinzira n'omanya nti noki nti mwebuli so bannange mubeere nga mwekuuma sanitizing.
May his soul rest in eternal peace. Maria Dana Namiro, STV Select News.
Lw'obukulembeze bwe twali tulonze nga bukulemberwa Sabbaani mu bajje yatusanga tufumba nva zaffe ng'Abasiraamu tuwuuta twongeramu otunya.
Illegal harvest of vanilla has become a problem and government has vowed to deal with illegal vanilla marketing according to the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Animal Industry. Our reporter Maria Diana Namiro was there and this is what they had to say.
Speaking to the media today at the Uganda Media Center, the Minister for Agriculture, Vincent Bamulanga Chisempija, revealed that Uganda's vanilla market has greatly gone down, both local and on international markets, due to its poor quality, attributing it to the early harvest by farmers.
The key challenge is maintaining the vanilla quality required at international markets. Vanilla quality is compromised by immature vanilla harvesting, poor handling, poor processing, and poor storage. Low vanilla quality is resented by international vanilla buyers. This affects all the stakeholders along the entire.
Sempija warned traders who influence farmers to harvest vanilla before it is ready, noting that vanilla's content is valued by its maturity.
So, declaring and respecting vanilla harvest dates is crucial. The reason is that for vanilla to achieve the flavor preferred by buyers on the international market, it must be harvested only when it is mature.
The minister noted that 11th January 2021 is the most appropriate date for vanilla harvesting and emphasized that the best period for vanilla harvest is 9 months.
So I hereby declare that the appropriate vanilla harvest date for the second season of the year 2020 shall be the 11th of January 2021 onwards. 11th January 2021 onwards. So farmers should remember to only pick ripe vanilla beans. The government of Uganda will take strong punitive action against anyone found harvesting or in possession of vanilla beans before the stipulated date.
Maria Dana Namiro, STV Select News.
All right, you're still watching Select News with me, Carol Tumwine. Moving on, today the National Unity Platform Party presidential candidate Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, aka Bobi Wine, held his campaigns in the districts of Kapchorwa and Kwen, where he pledged to deliver a new Uganda like he has done in many other areas he has so far traversed. As usual, his supporters were fired with tear gas and live bullets, but this did not deter them from supporting their candidate. Let's take a look at this report.
NUP's Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert held his campaigns in Kapchorwa and Kwen district, where he promised his supporters to be a servant rather than being a ruler. He said, much as some people have little faith in changing the current regime, describing these as having been enslaved, he is sure that he is removing a dictator. He accused Museveni of silencing anyone who is opposing him, but said Museveni is clueless on how to deal with him. Kyagulanyi told the people of Queen that it is time for a revolution and that everyone should wake up in participation. He said he knows the issues that are being faced by the people here, including poor health facilities and a fallen education system, promising that if voted into power, all that will be history. Bobi Wine pledged better payment for doctors, nurses and other social workers. He said once he is in power, it will be the end of tribalism and the beginning of everyone.
All right, welcome to the business segment. Now, Housing Finance Bank, NSSF and Urgent Banking Company have announced a partnership that will enable social security collections through agency banking. This partnership means that NSSF members will not be able to submit their social security contributions through Housing Finance Bank agents in their neighborhoods. Let's take a look at the story.
Speaking during the launch, Michael Mugabe, the Housing Finance Bank Managing Director, explained that the service will bring convenience to the members, whilst giving the bank an opportunity to expand the financial service offered through its agency banking platform. Patrick Bahati, the NSSF Deputy Managing Director, said that the partnership offers NSSF members more options to remit their social security obligations. In addition, the service is expected to reduce the fund's operation and administrative costs, especially in establishment of service centers where it doesn't have footprint. In addition to the NSSF contributions collection service, the Housing Finance Bank agent banking platform enables customers to make cash withdrawals, deposits, and inquiries for balances. Arafat Musoke for Select News.
All right, in our sport tonight, KCCA FC beat Bright Stars FC to kick off start the 2020-2021 Uganda Premier League season. Now, this league will continue throughout the weekend with many mouth-watering matches. Let's take a look at this report.
The Uganda Premier League kicked off yesterday afternoon with former champions KCC visiting Solitano Bright Stars. The match, which was played at an empty Kavomba Recreation Ground, saw KCC win 2-1, coming from new signing Brian Ayewa and youngster Simon Senyongo. For the garbage collectors, who are coached by Mike Mutebi and Joseph, grabbed a consolation goal from the host and a highly contested match from both halves. After the win, coach Mike Mutebi talked of his team's performance.
The lads are still adapting to the way we're supposed to play. Carelessness by the players. They thought that they had won the game in the first half. The young boy, Luanga, did not keep the ball in the final third. Always the ball was coming back in our half. But, you know, they are learning. The good thing, we got a good result.
It should be remembered KCCFC has 13 league titles and last won the Uganda Premier League in 2018. Premier League matches resumed today across different pitches in different parts of Uganda, such as Bull FC hosted Villa at Chavazinga Stadium, Mara City hosted URA at Kanyeka Stadium, and Police FC played Wakiso Giant at Lugogo, and matches will continue through the weekend in the Uganda Premier League, which will be played under strict rules due to COVID-19.
All right, that's all we had time for here on Select News. But before I leave, we will be bringing you live updates on the death of the fallen soldier and Muslim philanthropist Sheik Muzaata Nuhu, who breathed his last today, the 4th of December 2020. Now, be sure to watch Select News with us here, and we will be joined by Hasif Sechunga a little later on to give us details on what's happening at his home in Bwaise, which is in Kawempe Division. My name is Karo Tumwine. Please do have yourselves a good night.
Hey guys, you're watching